Good Thursday evening. Welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A man who pleaded guilty to his part in a scheme to distribute drugs in the Wenatchee Valley was sentenced yesterday to 5 years plus 1 day in prison. Sunset Highway west of Kashmir remains closed, but Chelan County work crews are making progress on a major facelift for the Sunset and Goodwin Road intersection. Warmer with possible thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow, followed by beautiful weather this weekend. The man accused of murdering 2 women and shooting 3 other people near the Gorge Amphitheatre last weekend told police he was hallucinating from psilocybin mushrooms. 26-year-old James M. Kelly is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of assault in the Saturday shooting, which killed registered nurses Brandy Escamilla and Jocelyn Ruiz. Investigators say Kelly, an Army Ranger stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord, feared the world was ending and opened fire with a handgun he retrieved from his truck. One of the 3 people wounded was Kelly's girlfriend, whom he allegedly shot in the leg and foot after she tried to leave. Kelly was captured after being shot by a responding Moses Lake police officer. He's due to be arraigned in Grant County Court on July 5th. Authorities continue their search for Jesse Cadenas, a missing 25-year-old Rock Island man. Chelan County search and rescue officers and volunteers helped Douglas County deputies comb the Apple Capital Recreation Loop Trail in vehicles, on personal watercraft, and on foot. Jesse has autism diagnosis, and he left his home early Tuesday on a bicycle, leaving his keys and cell phone behind. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call Rivercom at 663-9911. A man who pleaded guilty to his part in a scheme to distribute drugs in the Wenatchee Valley was sentenced yesterday to 5 years plus 1 day in prison. 36-year-old Brandon Daniel Lux pleaded guilty in Chelan County Court to charges of possessing methamphetamine with intent to deliver and unlawful firearm possession. 2 other men arrested in the same June 2022 operation by the Columbia River Drug Task Force were charged federally. Police found large amounts of both meth and fentanyl in a Wenatchee hotel room Lux had rented, as well as a handgun in his car. Lux's plea allowed him to avoid an additional charge of possessing fentanyl with intent. A man who pleaded guilty last year to his part in a gang-related shooting may be in trouble again for allegedly keeping a firearm in his home. 37-year-old Armando Valdez Godina was sentenced to 22 months for gang intimidation and conspiracy to commit third-degree assault in the 2021 shooting near East Wenatchee City Hall that left 1 man wounded. The State Department of Corrections and the Columbia River Drug Task Force arrested Godina again on June 9th for allegedly possessing a firearm in violation of his release conditions. Police say they found a .22 caliber rifle after searching Godina's trailer in Malaga. This week, a judge ordered him held on $150,000 bond. Prosecutors have until tomorrow to file formal charges. When we come back, Chelan County road crews will be chip sealing in the lower Monitor and Sunny Slope areas for the next couple of weeks. Sunset Highway west of Kashmir remains closed, but Chelan County work crews are making progress on a major facelift for the Sunset and Goodwin Road intersection. And the Chelan County Sheriff's Swiftwater rescue team has been out this week placing signs to help floaters navigate the exit on the Wenatchee River below Leavenworth. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
I chose a career at Confluence Health because I wanted to help people, and I knew there would be opportunities for growth. I started as a medical assistant, but quickly advanced in my career. I received 5 promotions in only 7 years, 3 of those in management roles. Most organizations don't offer that type of growth. Now, as a career pathway coordinator, I let everyone know. Come join Confluence Health. Come grow with us.
Are you caught in a conflict with a family member, in the workplace, or with a neighbor or business? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on topics like conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us at 509-888-0957 or www.wvdrc.org to learn more.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Chelan County road crews will be chip sealing in the Lower Monitor and Sunny Slope areas for the next couple of weeks. The work will begin on Monday in the Lower Monitor area, starting on Lower Monitor Road, Brittini Drive, Tybo Road, Shelby Court, Downs Road, and Cassandra Drive, and then will move into the Sunny Slope area. The county reminds property owners to remove all vehicles, RVs, trailers, and boats from the roadways before 5 a.m. on Monday morning. Neighborhoods will see one-lane flagger-controlled traffic and crews as early as 6 a.m. with higher forecasted temperatures, meaning an earlier start. Loose gravel remains on the surface for a few days and up to a couple weeks following application, and crews will return to broom off excess gravel a couple of days after chip sealing a road. Sunset Highway west of Kashmir remains closed, but Chelan County work crews are making progress on a major facelift for the Sunset and Goodwin Road intersection. Next week, contractor KRCI of East Wenatchee plans to begin working on the Goodwin Road portion of that project. One-lane, flagger-controlled traffic will be the norm when that section of work begins. The overall $2.8 million project involves widening the roads, adding sidewalks, illumination, and landscaping, and creating a uniform corridor from Sunset and Goodwin to the Hay Canyon roundabout on the north side of Highway 2. The roadways are expected to fully reopen after the July 4th holiday. Almost every year, recreationists get into trouble on the Wenatchee River below Leavenworth, sometimes with fatal consequences. Problems usually arise when people floating on inner tubes miss their takeout points near Blackbird Island and accidentally float into rough rapids downstream. Rescuers with the Chelan County Sheriff's Swiftwater Rescue Team spent some time this week placing temporary signs that point river users to the takeout areas. The signs are then taken down at the end of tubing season. The hope is that the posted warnings will divert river users to safe places to exit the river before they get into turbulent water and then need rescuing. Coming up next, we will bring you our weekly Pause for Pets feature with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, where we will introduce you to Wilfred the dog. Warmer today and Friday with a chance for late-day thunderstorms. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat, poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Shoot, I think I left my keys in the kitchen. Can you grab them?
Yep.
Find them?
What's this?
It's a locking bag. It keeps Grandma's medication safe.
But I could just take it.
Well, for one thing, it locks. And if it were gone, I know there's a problem.
Huh. Well played.
Help prevent opioid misuse before it starts. Visit getthefactsrx.com.
D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee provides financial services for independent-minded clients working to secure their futures. Whether it's helping construct your personal financial, retirement, or estate plan, they start with a disciplined approach and straightforward advice. An individualized approach is rooted in the values, stability, and strength their company was founded on in 1935. With offices coast to coast and personal attention you deserve right here in the Wenatchee Valley, learn more about D.A. Davidson.
Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight, we meet a puppy named Wilfred.
Hi, I'm Corley, Animal Care Coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and this is Wilfred. Wilfred is our 7-month-old puppy, poodle mix, we believe, and he's just so full of love and excitement for people. We really want you to meet him. We think that the ideal home for him would be, with a young family and maybe another dog even. We do know that he used to live with another dog, another female, and they got along wonderfully. He's in our play group every day, and he's with our polite players, so he's really sweet with them, but also playful. He's just really a great combination. We think he'd also be a really great hiking buddy. He loves his walks and he loves people. I really think that he would love to get outdoors and spend time with his people. If you would love to come by and throw a ball for him, or just give him some ear scratches, or you want to know more about him or see if he gets along with your family. By the way, we encourage, if you have another dog, to bring your dog with you so that they can meet, because that's an important relationship to foster too. Make sure he fits with the entire family. We are open all day between 11 and 6 p.m. Thursday through Tuesday.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday out there, our first full day of summer, and things were about where they should be for this time of the year, except we did see a lot of those clouds begin to move in around noon again today. A nice thunderstorm and rain shower activity yesterday, but a beautiful shot of beautiful Lake Chelan. And you can see some of those clouds that were hovering above us today. But as soon as that sun came out, it felt very nice. And thunderstorms will remain in the forecast. The big spots for the thunderstorms, we're talking Leavenworth up into Winthrop, over into Omak. So the northern part of our viewing area and over to the west, the biggest chance for some heavy downpours today. It could also include some small hail and even lightning, and that will be in our forecast once again for Friday. We'll get to all that in a second, but today's high temperature, as I mentioned, about where we should be for high temperature. 78 today, 80 is our normal high temperature now. Record high back in 1992, 101 degrees. This morning, 54, that as well, just 2 degrees below our normal low of 56 degrees. 43 our normal, or our record rather, and that was set in 1997. 5:05 sunrise this morning, and it sets tonight at 9:01. Let's take a look now as we get you into your Friday forecast. Things are slowly warming up, and then we're going to stay there for a couple of days before we really warm up later in the forecast. But plenty warm for the Columbia Basin tomorrow. Moses Lake, Ephrata at 86 degrees, 85 in Quincy, 84 for Wenatchee, also into Chelan, 85 in Omak, and a nice one for Leavenworth tomorrow, an afternoon high of 82 degrees. Tonight, we can expect mainly clear skies out there. Ridge of high pressure still up and over the Pacific Northwest, but it's this area of low pressure that did bring the clouds. We should see some clearing skies tonight, upper 50s 80s for low temperatures. Getting into Friday, mostly sunny skies, warmer, but there is just a band of clouds and thunderstorms right through central Washington, so we could see some of that isolated thunderstorm activity tomorrow. Mid-80s for high temperatures, so we're going above normal. We're going to stay there for a while. Saturday, sunny and warm. A great start to our upcoming weekend. We'll see high temperatures in the low to mid 80s, clear skies all over the western U.S., and the warmer readings right here in north central Washington and over to the east. Sunny and warm on Sunday to finish our weekend too. Almost a carbon copy of Saturday. Clear skies all around. High temperatures again into those mid 80s. And then we will really begin to warm up. Might see more of that thunderstorm activity on Monday, though. Here's our big ridge of high pressure, but a lot of instability still right through central Washington. I still believe most of the showers will be mountain showers, but keep your eye on the sky. Upper 80s for high temperatures on Monday. For Tuesday, sunny and warm. High pressure off the coast and also a couple areas of high pressure to our north. That'll allow our temperatures to climb to almost 90 degrees on Tuesday. And for Wednesday, mostly sunny, still warm out there. In fact, unseasonably warm. We expect highs again on Wednesday with most of the thunderstorm activity to our north and over into Montana. High temperatures Wednesday, once again, right around 90 degrees. Take a look now at your 7-day forecast. 57 overnight tonight. Mostly sunny with increasing clouds tomorrow. Isolated thunderstorms not out of the question. 84 for our high. And look at this upcoming weekend. Sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. 83 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. And then maybe some more thunderstorm activity Monday, but it's going to stay warm. In fact, even a little bit warmer. 88 your high on Monday. And then sunshine on both Tuesday and Wednesday. 89 the high for Tuesday and up to 90 for a high on Wednesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Are you hungry enough to eat the end out of a rhinoceros? I know how you feel. Come on out to Blueberry Hills. You'll have a great time. We've got excellent food, a feet on the furniture kind of experience, and we won't hustle you out of your table. If you want a real farm experience, make the trek to Manson to Blueberry Hills, where you sit, you pick, you eat, and you visit. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, and other distinctive commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, Castle Rock International has the listings and the buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information on this award-winning company.
Well, the Yankees are known as the Bronx Bombers, and by golly, they were the Bronx Bombers last night. 3 big home runs and a 4-2 victory for the Yankees over the Mariners in the stadium last night. Luis Castillo, like the Mariners, has not had a good month in June. The right-hander is 0 for 4 this month, and he's allowed 5 home runs, including 2 big home runs last night.
Deep to right field, going back, Hernandez, turning, looking, see ya! A 2-run home run for Bowers. Yankees up 2-0.
Well, Anthony Volpe was not running on that pitch, but you knew Castillo was paying attention to Volpe at first, and he gave Bowers a fastball, middle, down, and in. 6th home run of the year, a 2-run shot, and a big one.
Drilled deep to right field. There it goes! See ya! Into the second deck. Billy McKinney goes yard. It's 3-0 Yanks.
Well, we saw Billy McKinney with a long home run last night. This one not quite as far, but boy, he's quick on the inner half. 2 for 2, dropped the base hit into right field off a changeup, and a long home run on the fastball inside.
Driven out to left field, deep, going back, Kelnick, turning, looking, see ya! Home run number 10 for Volpe. And the Yankees lead 4-0.
Well, we talked about Anthony Volpe making some adjustments in last night's game, getting on top of a high fastball and drilling it for a base hit. Tonight, it's home run number 10 for Volpe.
The stretch and the 0-1 pitch, swing and a well-hit ball deep to left field. Kiner for Levitt going back, looking up, and there it is. Goodbye baseball. Dylan Moore with his first hit of the season. A home run to straightaway left. The Mariners get on the board here in the top of the 8th inning. Dylan Moore, high five from Manny, rounding third, touches home, and the Mariners finally get a run here in the top of the 8th inning on Moore's first hit of the year. And it's now the Yankees 4 and the Mariners 1. Way to go, Dylan.
Kelnick out to Bader. This is plenty deep for Julio to tag. Bader makes the catch. Julio waltzes home, and the Mariners get on the board here in the 9th inning. They cut the lead in half, but they're now down to their final out.
Strike 3, got him on a fastball. The Yankees win 4-2. They win the series and can sweep with a victory tomorrow. Power and pitching. The Yankees get it done and beat the Mariners for the second straight game.
Castillo's had a very difficult June. His strikeout to walk ratio career is 32%. For the month of June, it's 50%. After the game, manager Scott Service said, it's not Luis Castillo that's the problem. Right now, we're not scoring any runs.
A lot of deep counts. Obviously, the Yankees had a very patient approach against him, and the 2 home runs hurt. But say all that, he still kind of kept us in the game, and but offensively, again tonight, not getting much done at all, and we need to be better. We need to be better offensively. We need to be more consistent, and it's not happening right now. The Yankees are banged up right now. They've got a number of guys that have come in a step, filled big shoes, and they're getting big hits. Obviously, the guys that are hitting the home runs for them here the last couple nights. But we're on the road. You got to hit, and you need to put pressure on their pitching, and we have not done that. Every night in this league, you got to compete, you got to fight, really from the first inning on. I thought the last couple innings, and the at-bats were better, but you really got to fight from the first inning on. And if you don't, you're going to be feeling good about it at the end of the game. So we're better than that. We know we are, and needs to turn. We've got 4 more games on this road trip against really good teams. We need to be more competitive. You got to create, opportunities. You've got to go out and be driven by, finding a way to get on base, getting a big hit when you need it. I thought Jared Kelly tonight was on it. Had a good night. He swung the bat. He has been locked in. He's been very focused. But up and down the lineup, you haven't seen that with any group of guys that we've had. So it's consistency. You go any which way you want to go with it, but it's a collective group coming together and saying we're really going to fight and compete, and we're not doing that right now to the best of our ability.
Mariners and Yankees are playing their 3rd and final game of the series right now as we speak. Don't change the channel. We need the ratings, and then they're on their way to Baltimore for a weekend series against the Orioles. To the Les Schwab American League West scoreboard from yesterday, Chas McCormick and Yanyer Diaz each hit 2-run home runs to power Houston over the Mets 10-8. Stephen Kwan's 2-run double in the bottom of the 8th provided to be the game winner for Cleveland. The Guardians nip Oakland 7-6. In Chicago, Jonah Heim hit a 3-run home run. Ezekiel Duran hit a 2-run shot. Rangers over the White Sox 6-3. Bullpen day for the Dodgers. 7 pitchers saw action in a 2-hit shutout of the Angels 2-0. Freddie Freeman and Miguel Vargas each hit solo home runs in the win. And the Angels loss, as you see by the standings, combined with Houston's win. That means the Astros leapfrog. They're now in 2nd place in the division, 5.5 back of Texas. Seattle drops to 10 games back in 4th place. Several familiar faces will remain with the Wenatchee Wild as they transition from the BCHL to the Western Hockey League. Chris Clark will remain as the team's associate head coach and assistant general manager. Lee Mendelson's staying on board. He's going to be the team's director of scouting. Jared Bowman and Pepe Sandoval will continue with their roles with the Wenatchee Wild as well. The question, head coach. When the Whites purchased the Winnipeg Ice, it included the 50-man roster. What it doesn't include is the head coach of Winnipeg. His name is James Patrick. He's 59 years old. He just finished his 6th season coaching the Ice. He led them to the WHL Finals this year. He was Coach of the Year in 2022. His prior coaching experience came on the bench, assisting with both the Sabres and the Stars in the NHL. Easton Edmondson continues to deliver for the Wenatchee Apple Sox as they take Game 1 of their 3-game series up north against Kamloops. The reigning West Coast League Player of the Week smashed his league-leading 6th home run last night at Wenatchee's win over the North Paws. Quincy Vassar picked up his first win of the season. We hear more from Joel Norman.
The Wenatchee Apple Sox opened up their three-game set against the Kamloops North Paws with another shutout win, a 3-0 triumph on Wednesday night at Norbrock Stadium. Easton Amundsen homered for a West Coast League leading 6th time this season and for a third consecutive game to break a scoreless tie in the top of the 6th inning. Quincy Vassar went 6 shutout innings, and Cam Hoyland recorded a 3-inning save. The Sox take on the North Paws on Thursday afternoon in a doubleheader. Both games will be 7-inning games and will get started at 4 p.m. With your Apple Sox update, I'm Joel Norman.
Mason Strong also contributed 2 hits in last night's game, including an RBI base hit in that 3-run 6th inning. Doubleheader today. Game 1 is going on right now. Game 2 later on. They're both 7 games, and then they're back here to the Wenatchee Valley. Joel joined me about talking about a long stretch of home games. For a long time, the Apple Sox players get to sleep in their own beds.
Right after that, we face Port Angeles at home, which will be good. We really get that whole week in our own beds, getting used to everything. But then it's a really daunting stretch after that. We go to Edmonton right after wrapping up the series of Port Angeles, back here for one home game on Fireworks Night, July 3rd, and then right back out on the road, this time at Port Angeles. So the travel in this league is something you don't get in some other ones. The Cape Cod League, they don't travel like this, but this is what the professionals do. They are traveling this way at the minor league level, maybe flying at the major league level, but the point is that part of our league is to prepare these guys as ball players, whether it's on the field or maybe on the bus going to the next destination.
You think Mitch is going to give the guys, since there's no games Sunday or Monday, and then home games after that, a long stretch of home, he's going to give them just the 2 days off? Just chill, stay in shape, don't get hurt, but don't worry about, don't think about baseball for a couple of days.
It could be. You know, he might have some sort of light workout. We saw it on the Monday before this past week, before we went off to Springfield. He had a workout here at the field. He felt like the team's bunt defense wasn't quite there. That was a huge issue the first week of the season. I mean, they couldn't defend bunts very well, so they worked on that a lot. We'll see. I think it all depends on how this week goes, both in Kamloops and against the Northwest Star Academy. If the team's focus isn't there, I'm sure Coach Darlington's going to be really, probably trying to just set something up either Sunday or Monday to make sure, hey, we're not going to wear them out, but we got to remind them what we're here to do. It's a good thing that Wenatchee won, because the two teams they're chasing, Victoria and Bellingham, they win too. The Harbor Cats' Michael Crossland was 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Victoria beating Edmonton 11-4. Tyler Davis also had 3 hits for the Cats, scored 3 runs. Brady Reynolds' 3-run double highlighted the 6-run 5th inning for Bellingham. The Bells ringing Kelowna 8-3. Elijah Ix was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 3 walks. Nanaimo beats Port Angeles 8-2. The Night Owls scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning for the victory. Jacob Sharp's RBI base hit in the top of the 9th broke a 4-all tie, gave Ridgefield a 5-4 win over Yakima Valley. Andy Embritz powered the Raptors offense with 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Portland wins the Pickles over Cowlitz. The final there was 6-3, and Bend trailed Springfield 3-2 in the top of the 9th, and that's when Luca Di Pialo tied it with a leadoff home run. Eliza Jackson provided the game winner 2 batters later with an RBI double. 4-3 the final for the Bend Elks, and in a non-league game, Walla Walla knocks off the Northwest Star Academy. The final was 8-6. So here are the standings in the Northern Division of the West Coast League. Bellingham and Victoria remain atop the West Coast League's North Division. Wenatchee is a game back. Kelowna is in 4th, 3.5 games back. Nanaimo was 5 games out of 1st place. And that is sports. Reporting from here, I'm me. Hello, television family. I'm Dan Koontz. Join me on tomorrow's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We're going to get your Friday going with that good-looking weather forecast. Thanks, Grant. Highlights of the Mariners and the Yankees, plus we'll talk some Apple Sox baseball as well. And in the back half of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we're going to have an interview that Jefferson Robbins did with Hillary Franz, the Commissioner of Public Lands and, of course, gubernatorial candidate. She was in town earlier in the week. We'll have that complete conversation with Jefferson and Hillary in the back half of the program. Get your weekend going tomorrow morning, live and local, 7 a.m. right here from Studio 5 for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
Pitch to the plate on an 0-2. Wenatchee Apple Sox baseball is back on the NCWLIFE channel. Join us Tuesday, June 27th as the Apple Sox host the Port Angeles Lefties. Coverage is brought to you by Apple Valley Honda, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Merry Maids, Mini Blinds and more. Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista, Together for Youth, Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and Walkabout Grill. Your television home for Apple Sox baseball is the NCWLIFE channel.
Before the